zone. He manages to get the kill onto Jugsy. He gets the kill onto Lions. He's left in a 1v1. He's got like 8 seconds to get this kill and then disable the defuse. He's going to get it. He's just got to find it. Quad kill for Jetski. Comes in clutch at the end. He's just got time to get the disable. And Dabless take the game. What a... This is a PG channel, guys. Good evening and welcome to one of the last games before the playoffs of Third Eye Gaming. We're here tonight to watch Apollo versus Abrupt Gaming, two teams that we all know very well. And this will no doubt be a very good game. Both teams, I believe, very close to the top of their respective groups. I'm looking forward to this one. This one should be good. Before I go into too much, let me just quickly check on the chat. Mrs. Toot is there doing her modding thing, so watch out tonight, guys. Mrs. Toots is there watching, as always. Teeny Tiger, hey, welcome to the stream, my guy. I am fine, thank you very much for asking. Hey, Teeny Path, good to see you as well. Cobra Rosen with the 2XB sub emotes, flexing. Yeah, let's go indeed, Cobra. Gnome Gaming, long time since I've seen you. I'm assuming you're the same Gnome that I remember from casting a few of your games back when I was first starting in these leagues a month or so ago. Cobra, I do like that TSM emote. Do you get that for being subbed to Bolo or something? Because I subbed to him to get his charm just yesterday. Yeah, nice. Teeny Tiger, Gnome Gaming thinks who's gonna asks who is gonna win. Cobra says Abrupt all the way. Tinny Path says it's gonna be close. But Cobra is definitely supporting Abrupt. The real Mrs. Toot says it's going to be good. Okay, I'm going to need to go through and do some admin stuff in a minute. Tinny Path says it's Villa. Tinny Path, giving away spoilers. Godly, welcome to the stream. Still not changed your name yet. Remember to take clips, people. Remember to take clips. Good clips will go into a highlights video next week on my YouTube channel. Now, I haven't casted much this week. In fact, I think this is my second proper game of the week. Which means I've actually got 0 clips right now to put into a video next week. So hopefully we get some good clips tonight. And then my last game that I'm hosting or casting this week is Sunday night. So hopefully we'll get enough clips to do a video next week. Cobra wants to know who Mrs. Toot thinks is going to win. Hey, Olsey, thank you for joining the stream. Mrs. Toot doesn't think she can call this one because she doesn't know the teams well enough. Cobra still shouting out Abrupt. Sween, welcome to the stream using your sweaty emotes. It is going to be sweaty tonight. But Sween reckons Apollo's going to win. Interesting call there from Sween, considering he is on Abrupt, obviously. And now people are just singing in the chat. Alright, while we wait for the two teams to join, let's take a look at the community poll and see what Twitter thinks. See if this helps answer Gnome's question in the chat. So, 75% of Twitter think that we are going to have an Apollo victory here tonight. 18% think we're going to have an Abrupt victory, and 7% think we're going to see a draw. So, exactly three quarters of Twitter believe, or at least 3/4 of the people that voted, obviously not the whole of Twitter, believe that tonight the boys from Apollo are going to take home the win. And it's a fair assumption. We know they're a very dominant team. But Abrupt, they're strong too. They are strong. Especially with Sweendo there. Especially with Sweendo. Cobra thinks Abrupt will win if they use the power of actually trying. Ooh, got 2 days left before you can change your name, Godly. Okay, cool. We'll look out for it. Hey, Jetski, welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for coming in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we've seen the community poll. Now, we all want to know which map it's going to be. Now, normally it would be a surprise at this point, but obviously for those of you who have been watching the chat and have eyes like eagles, Tinny Path has kind of ruined it. But let's go into it anyway. Let's have a look at the map bans. So we had 2 auto bans. Abrupt had Consulate and Apollo had Cafe. So Abrupt then went on to ban Clubhouse. We then saw Oregon, then Theme Park, and then Coastline get banned. I was hoping to get a Coastline for once, but no. We've ended up with Villa. Apollo will be attacking first, and Abrupt will be defending first. It was Abrupt's map pick, and they chose to defend, as most teams do when they get to pick which side they want to start on. Whichever map it is, typically. Unless you're free elo, in which case you like to mix it up a bit and generally start on attack, because that's just how you roll. It's Sween. Last time we played Villa, we became brain-dead monkeys. Okay, fair enough. Olsey too. Have you seen the UIU chat? I heard there is a new member on UIU. Olsey, you never stop plugging, do you? You never stop plugging. Olsey is a new content creator for UIU esports. Conquering Dadless wasn't enough. He wanted UIU as well. Not at the moment, says Olsey. Been busy playing Formula 1 2020. I saw that you had streamed some Formula 1 2020 just a couple of days ago, I think it was, Olsey. I didn't catch the stream, but I did go onto your channel and I did see the VOD there. 75% of people are wrong, clearly, says Cobra. Apollo fans. Yeah, as Jason said, not to me, but to Cone on my head back in the AGL finals on April the 19th of 2020. A poll's a poll. It's just an opinion. Not an opinion. It's just a popularity contest for most of the time. However, he did say that possibly because Apollo were lower down and weren't tipped to win. It was actually IG that were tipped to win. So that might have been one of the reasons why Jason said that in his interview. I don't know. All right, we're just waiting for one member of the team to join. I just need to go through and make sure I've got something set up admin-wise. For some reason, Abrupt always... Abrupt are always using game chat when I stream them. For some reason. I don't know why. Which means I need to just go through and make sure they're muted, because obviously they don't want you guys listening to their voice comms in game. Now I know I've got some of them muted already from previous games, but there are a couple of new members that I haven't seen play yet, which means I need to make sure they are muted. One player is not muted, the rest are. Okay, good. I'm just waiting for one more player to join. Now, let me quickly talk you guys through the 2 teams that we've got. So, like I say, Apollo versus Abrupt. Let's talk through Abrupt first. Actually, no. Let's talk through Apollo first. So first up, we've got Jay got booted, who normally we know as Jaxwer or Jason. I'm going to call him Jay throughout this. Jay got booted is too much. Jaxwer is no longer his name, so I'm just going to call him Jay. So Jay got booted. Team owner for Apollo is going to be playing support. We've got Noticed, who's going to be playing flex support. We've got Liqua on flex. We've got I Hit and Miss, who's going to be playing on frag. And frag he hits more than he misses based on what I've seen so far. And then we've got L Goats, who is playing on flex frag. Now, what you might notice there, what you might notice from that lineup is there's one key name that's missing. One name that we all know and love and associate with Apollo, apart from Jaxwer and and Liqua, obviously, and I just gave the game away. But Kixwer is the one name that's not there tonight, and he isn't playing with Apollo tonight. Now, the reason he's not playing with Apollo, for those that don't know, is that he has actually moved on from Apollo and is no longer on their roster. So which roster has he gone to? Well, he's joined Abrupt, which is interesting. But unfortunately, he's unavailable tonight, so he will not be joining Abrupt in tonight's game. And if he was, that'd be certainly something that I would love to see, is Abrupt with Kix playing his first game against Apollo on my stream. But we are not going to be blessed with that tonight. But we do have a classic lineup coming out from Abrupt. We've got Woken Icy, as we all know, team lead, who is going to be playing on Flex and support. We've got Joshi, who's going to be playing Flex and Frag. We've got Sweendo, who is in the chat right now. Sweendo, you know the score when the game starts. Make sure you're out. We've got Sweendo is going to be playing Flex and Frag. We've got Curse, L or Curse I or Curse 1. I'm just going to call him Curse. He's going to be playing on Flex. And then the Wolves, or the Wolves, is going to be playing on support. Now we are just waiting for Joshi to turn up. One of Apollo's got bored of waiting for Joshi and has decided to leave. We do have post-match interviews tonight, as we do always on Third Eye Gaming now. So if Apollo win, we will be interviewing Jay, so we'll get to hear what the team captain's got to say. And we will also be speaking to, if they win, sorry, if Abrupt win, we will be speaking to Joshi if he ever turns up. Sorry to call you out, Joshi, but, you know, got to be done. Right, let's check the chat, see what's going on. Olsey got to plug. It was a good shot out of plug, Olsey, to be fair. I've got to hand it to you. That was a good plug. I could have avoided it, but I thought, no, I'll go with it. I will give you that plug. Hey, UIU Esports, welcome to the stream. Sween says ban Legion easy claps Cobra Rosen up the sense to 200 and spin around in circles and you're invincible. That actually is probably technically true. Sween does play on 100 cents. Okay, Cobra, naughty boy. M&K spins, I break my elbow spinning that fast. Godly is supporting Apollo, okay. Blame Josh, he likes his coffee. Okay, so Sween is also calling out Joshi as well for the lateness. Sween does spin and Manny shake, says Cobra. For those that know. For those that know. Now, something that you will probably also notice, and apologies to keep you guys waiting and sitting here listening to me just rambling on and on while we wait for teams. Something you'll notice is that the Third Eye Gaming schedule down the right hand side is very empty. Now, the reason why it's empty is because the only games that we've got scheduled to this week is this game right here and free Elo versus Synapse on Sunday. And to be honest, I'm going to put my hands up and say I just couldn't be bothered to create a graphic just for one game because it's quite a bit of effort to put it all together. It's one game, it's going to happen on Sunday, I'm casting it, I can explain it to you. So yeah, there was no need to put it there. So Sunday, free Elo versus Synapse. I was going to say Apollo, but it's free Elo versus Synapse. Casted by me, and that is going to take place at 7:30 in the evening on Friday, which hopefully is going to be right after one of the Nevermore League quarterfinals. Now, I'm not one to plug other leagues on a league stream, but we do have Nevermore League playoffs coming up this weekend. Quarterfinals, going to be good. It's going to be good. Sexy Gnome can't forget. Sweendo Spin and the Manny Shake. It's almost a band name, says the real Mrs. Toot. And the unfortunate Cobra. Oh, Cobra. Now, while I am waiting for these teams to join, just messaging the teams. Alright, Joshi is joining, but we just got to wait for a member of Apollo to come back as well. Something I was going to say, in the chat, it might be difficult for me to catch this exactly, but in the chat, if you've got questions that you want me to ask the team when they win, put them in the chat. If I see them there, I'll try and make a note and come back to them. Or actually DM me. If you've got me on Discord, and there's no reason why you haven't, you can find me in the server. You don't need to have me as a friend. Just find me in the server on Discord. Third Eye Gaming, you can find me in there as a caster role. Just send me a message that you want me to ask the winner in the interview, whether it's Abrupt or Apollo. If it's a question that's just generic, like, are you excited that you won? Are you looking forward to playoffs? Or if it's something specific that you want to ask Jay, for example, or Joshi from Abrupt, then, DM it to me. It actually might be kind of nice to DM it to me rather than put it in the chat, because then it's a bit more of a surprise for the chat when I do eventually ask it, assuming I see it in time. Alright, so Josh Z has finally arrived. Now we're just waiting for Apollo to turn up. It's El Goats that we've lost, unfortunately. Let me just check that Apollo aren't wanting to do a 4v5. Just got to make sure. You never know. They're the kind of team where, to be honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised if they did say, yeah, let's just do a 4v5. We got this. Let's do a 4v5. It doesn't matter. 4v5 all day, every day. Olsey says, UIU esports, you're cute. What's been said for that to be a thing? Number one mod is here. Hello, Jamoxia. You are not a mod of this stream, though, unfortunately, so you will not be modding tonight. I feel guilty, Jamor, because I haven't streamed on my own channel for absolutely ages, so you've had chuffle to mod for me. I've only been streaming for Third Eye Gaming and Nevermore lately, pretty much, which means it's all happening on proper league channels. The only league that I cast on my channel for is Nova. And there hasn't been any games because I think they are in a bit of downtime right now. So no streams on my channel, which is disappointing because it means I don't get to grow my followings. Come on, Apollo, join. We are losing people in the stream. You can collate, says Mrs. Toot. Hey, Josh, welcome to the stream and welcome to the game. Spaghetti Yeti, the real Mrs. Toot, thank you for having faith in me on Tuesday. Spaghetti Yeti watched back the VOD clearly and saw that Mrs. Toot was firmly in Spaghetti Yeti's corner in their game against, who are you playing, Spaghetti? IG. No, keep doing it. Venga Boys. Venga Boys. The real Mrs. Toot, you can collate. Yeah, if you can do that and there's an easy way to get the questions to me, then by all means do. Alright, that's one question I've already got in a DM. Just making a note of it. Alright. Oh, okay, so it looks like one player from Apollo did actually get booted. Oh, the life of an Xbox Rainbow Six Siege player now, with all of the stuff happening. Alright, let's just take a look back at the stream. We've got Elgoats is just restarting his Wi-Fi apparently after getting booted, so apologies to everyone for keeping you waiting. These are the issues that we have. So let's just see if we can get him back in. What's going on in the stream? So, hello Tuti, says Josh. Yes, welcome. Oh, I read that already, didn't I? Spaghetti Yeti only popped off because of you. Wait a minute. That's not the phrase to say to Mrs. Toot, Spaghetti Yeti. Joshi, the real Mrs. Toot. Hello, Chica. Oh, hi there, Joshi. How's your day been to Mrs. Toot? My day, working. I do have a day job, unfortunately, a day job that I don't particularly enjoy that much, which means I get to look forward to these events a lot more. It gives me something to really get myself prepped for and excited about, but it does also mean that I waste a lot of time during the day in Discord, not doing the work I'm supposed to be doing. Hopefully no one I work with is watching. I'm pretty sure they're not. But yeah, I've just been working. And I work, you know, I'm not a big fan of my job. It pays the bills. There's nothing I can say. Nothing I can say. Oh! Yes. Sorry guys, I was just reading my notifications. Not that anyone's interested, but I posted a stream deck for sale on eBay about half an hour ago and it's been bought already. Yeah. The real Mrs. Toot says, it's been chilled, thanks Joshy, though not so much for Toot, who's been working all day. Yes, absolutely right. Skyfaller is in the chat as well. Hey Skyfaller, thank you for joining. Always good to see you in the chat. Now, while we're waiting for the teams, let's take a look at operator band statistics. We have various things here. Let's take a look at what we've got. Operator band stats. Now, these are Third Eye Gaming stats, not Pro League. As you can see, top band operator on attack in Third Eye Gaming right now is Monty and Maverick with a joint 38% ban rate. Top of the board for defenders, top two, I'll give you the top two as we had it for attacker, is Mirror at 63% and Valkyrie at 50%. So those are the top two defending bands and the top two attacking bands in Third Eye Gaming as a whole. Let's remind ourselves of the community poll for those of you that have joined because you did miss it. If there's about 10 of you that probably missed it. So let's take a look at the community poll. 75% of people are wrong, according to Cobra Rosen. They say that Apollo is going to win. Cobra says no, it's going to be Abrupt, and he's firmly on the side of the 18% of people that voted for Abrupt to take the win. And then we had, what was that, 4% for a draw, 4%ish. Yeah, no. I saw Apollo playing against another team when Apollo played Synapse. That was a draw. I would put Abrupt and Synapse very close together, so it's possible we'll see a draw here. Now we do have more players. Everyone is in. We don't have El Goats. He couldn't get back on, so we've got Cookie instead. I like that name. I like Cookies. I like the player. Everyone is here. Let's start the game. Right, everyone that is in the game, that is in the stream, and make sure you leave. It's going to do damage to the numbers on the stream, but it doesn't matter. We do not want people getting accused of stream sniping. It's not what we want here. Now, Abrupt Gaming are going to be defending first on Villa, which means they get to do the first ban as always. Now, a popular ban here is Thatcher, or Capital, or Monty. Let's see what gets picked. They're taking their time. They're really thinking about it. They want to make sure they get this just right. This Thermite, that is actually a good pick. Very strong for certainly the two. He's strong for every site. That actually is a really good pick. Most of these sites you do want, in fact all of these sites that you're going to play, you want hard breach. And because Apollo are on attack first, that is really going to hinder them. I mean, they can still pick Habana, they can still pick Maverick. Maverick not quite so good because he's a lot more exposed, so not a great secondary hard breacher for this map. But Habana, I would expect to see some play with no Thermite on the board, that's for sure. Now, Apollo are going to ban Blackbeard. Makes sense, there's a lot of windows that can get utilized on this map. And Blackbeard, obviously very strong on windows because of his face shield. You want to use him on the 90, typically you'd be using him on the 90 window, or Liqua window as I call it. Because Liqua always plays that window. Castle is going to be the next ban. Now I know I've seen Apollo play Castle quite a bit, so I'm surprised to see him banned by Apollo. But he is again a great operator. Not so much in ranked when you're solo queuing or whatever, but certainly when you've got a 5-man team that knows what's going on. Castle is a very strong operator and very much underrated. Mira also getting banned. Very strong for Aviator in games. A fair bit for Trophy and Statuary, but more so Aviator in games. So a good ban there. Mira's a good pick for most maps, to be fair. Now, interestingly, Abrupt are going to head straight downstairs to dining room and kitchen. Very unusual to see a team head straight to there. That is the third favourite site. And most people normally save it to last. But Abrupt are going to head straight there, so very interesting. Now, let me just quickly write down the bans, as I always do. So, Blackbeard and Castle. And Thermite and Mirror. Okay. Hey, welcome to the stream, Taiki? I'm not sure what that is. Thank you for the follow, though. Very much appreciated. Thank you for the follow, It's Wolves R6. Thank you for the follow, Joshy. Thank you for the follow, Zed Super. Thank you for the follow, Sween. And no follows from anyone else to thank. Alright, so dining room and kitchen. I mean, this is a really interesting choice. Now, for this site, it's pretty key that you have a lot of vertical destruction available to you. So normally you'd want a sledge and someone like that. But in an unexpected move coming down here, it looks like Apollo just haven't read into this. So we have no sledge, we have no buck. The only vertical destruction that's going to come out here is from 2 Ash breaching rounds and from 2 Zofia lifelines. So this could be a genius play coming out from Abrupt. Now we've got some standard reinforcements on the wall here. Hatch open in case of the need to drop from upstairs, but we actually have no one holding upstairs except Joshy. Joshy is going to be playing upstairs in bar, just waiting for people to typically come over from ruins, but no one is coming from ruins. Instead, we're going to have the team coming over from the fountain side and heading straight up to bedroom to do that vertical destruction, of which they don't have much. They're going to start droning into the sites. Curse is actually there in the bathroom waiting. He's going to get droned out. C4 is going to go, not find a target. It doesn't do any damage to Cookie and Liquor, who are outside. Curse backs out as hit and miss, moves in to chase that kill. Curse, though, is flanking round to the bedroom as hit and miss comes in from the bathroom side. Drone going out ahead. Liquor is still outside on the balcony. And hit and miss finds Curse and takes him down. Seeing some great teamwork coming out here from Apollo. Drone goes out with a player behind. Woken Icy with the kill with the C4. Well played there from Woken Icy. That puts us in a 4v4 now. Josh C. Oh, Josh C takes some gunfire with the player over in Trophy and Statuary. But he doesn't realise that Ash is creeping up behind him with a knife and knifes him from behind. That is the 2k now for I hit and miss. Noticed, very low on health already, down to 20. He's going to get his Gemini out on the red stairs and send it down to find out what's going on as hit and miss drones the site. Liqua doing what IQ is supposed to do, taking out utility from up above as Jay got booted. Is in gallery, library, just droning out to see what's going on. He sees, interestingly, a barricade and some barbed wire there, so knows there's going to be someone set up ready here, and he does find that player. It is Sweendo playing on Jaeger. He gets the kill onto Noticed and backs out before Jay can act on the information. Woken Icy is going to be playing on site. Sweendo playing in living room, and the Wolves playing in dining. Now, Sweendo, Jay knows that he's there. That sounds like the mighty ARX going off. No, it's the AK-74, sorry, not the ARX. They know that Sweendo is in here. Jay's going to peek, open fire, while hit and miss. Sorry, while Liquor attacks from the other side. Jay gets the kill, though, and Liquor backs out and heads over to join his teammate, hit and miss, as they push into sight. We're in a 3v2 now with Woken Icy randomly firing through the wall, hoping to get a kill. The Wolves, though, takes down Jay with the shotgun. C4 goes out. Doesn't get to set. It goes off as he dies. So that's a glitch I've heard about, but not actually seen. Hit and misses on his own in a 1v1. He can't get the plant. He's going to have to go for the kill. Pulse, though, aggressively peeks. Woken Icy gets that last kill. And puts a round on the board for Abrupt. To be fair, I think the playing dining and kitchen first off really paid off there. I mean, obviously it paid off. They won it, but I mean, it really paid off in the sense that I don't think Apollo actually expected them to go there. They didn't really have the vertical utility to be able to apply the pressure that they needed to from above. They got a couple of picks from up there while they were there, for sure. But by the time they got downstairs, the man count had been thinned out a little bit from their part, and they just didn't have the time or the resources to be able to stack up and push the remaining defenders from Abrupt. They ended up piling in through one door, and they got a kill out of it, but they just couldn't finish off the rest by piling in through that one doorway. So great play there from Abrupt. Now we're going to see Trophy and Statuary which is going to be pretty much the reverse of what most teams do. Most teams will normally go to Aviator and Games, and then Trophy, then Dining and Kitchen, but Abrupt are doing this backwards. We might even be seeing some strats get saved. Right, let's take a look in the chat. Time to watch Woken get carried, says Wolves. SAS Tricks, welcome to the stream, my guy. Thank you for coming in. Good night to Jason with the castle ban. Yeah. Although to be fair, it was Jason and his team that banned the castle. Who is Cookie? Yeah, I don't know.
Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Cookie is the unknown entity, it seems. Right, so standard reinforcements and rotates in between Trophy and I was going to say Apollo there, but it's actually Astro. Joshi, though, gets the early kill onto Liqua. Little bit of a peek there. Noticed playing on Iana again, whilst Hit and Miss yet again is going to be playing on Ash. It's like he knows there's a player there in Aviator. He opens up with some random gunfire in case there's a kill, but we can see the outlines there. There is someone actually there behind that wall. And I don't know who it is. It's not Curse. It is Swindo. So Swindo playing very well today. He peeks quickly onto the player outside. It is Hit and Miss. No, it's not Hit and Miss. Cookie gets the kill onto Woken. Icy downstairs teaming up with Hit and Miss as they push through the living room. They know there's a player in the bathroom. Joshi gets the kill onto Hit and Miss, but Cookie gets the refrag onto Joshi, making it a 3v3 now. Noticed is still in the study. He's going to send his Gemini in ahead of him. Oh, Jaeger though. Oh, Jaeger hears the Gemini, rushes out, opens fire, but the air jab is there to deny it. And now Notice has to deal with the guy at the top of red stairs and also Swindo, who is in Aviator. He is laid down on the doorway, waiting to get angled. He's going to be very patient here, just watching and waiting for Notice to come through. Notice has no idea that he's there. He's got no drone. Oh, he does get the kill onto Swindo though. He spots him and very quickly aims down and gets that frag. Jay Gets Booted is watching into the connector, coming out of the master bedroom. C4 comes out, isn't going to find anyone. Notice takes down the Wolf, leaving Curse all on his own in a 1v3. Notice peeking into bedroom, but that isn't where Curse is. He is in a trophy. Cookie randomly firing. Notice starts to plant. Jay Gets Booted, gets into a gunfight with Curse, who's very low on health now. His chances here are very slim. In fact, they are 0 as Cookie cleans up the last kill for Apollo and puts a round on the board for Apollo, making it 1-1 at the end of the first 2 rounds. So it's all even here. So that's a triple kill for Cookie. I think he got 2 by the time he'd taken down Mozzie in the downstairs bathroom, and then he got that last kill there, making it a 3k, I believe, for Cookie. It was a 3k. Looking at the scoreboard, yeah, he's got 3 kills. He had none at the end of the first round, so that was a 3k for Cookie. Well played. Swindo picks the best defender in the game and then decides to switch to one of the most annoying defenders in the game. Swindo does love a shield. Now, Abrupt have decided that they don't want to try Trophy and Statue again. Instead, they're going to mix it up and head over to Aviator and Games, which is most people's preferred site.
Protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
So Abrupt will clearly want to start taking a lead here. We all want to see a good match, but neither team... I don't think any team ever wants it to be neck and neck all the way. Obviously, teams are always going to want it to be a case of getting as far ahead as possible and securing a win as early as possible. But Abrupt will be wanting to put as many rounds on the board as possible before the end of the defensive half. Which does remind me, let's take a little look at something new here for the channel. Trophies, Aviator in Games, 33% attacking favoured, 77, which means it's 67% defender favoured. And as you can see, Villa overall
Moving out to locate a
is
bomb
actually
and defuse it.
64% favoured in defence, 36% favoured towards attack, 64% favoured towards defence. And these stats are based on what we've seen in Third Eye Gaming. This isn't Pro League, it's not ranked. We're getting a little Swindo spin down here on the Clash. Those stats are based purely on information taken from Third Eye Gaming games. Which does mean that any team defending here... I can't stop watching Swindo. I'm going to stop watching Swindo. Which means any team defending here is going to want to make sure that they use that to their advantage. Because if they are not ahead at the end of their defensive half, it doesn't look good for them when they get onto the attacking half. So Jay is going to start droning out the top floor. Oh no, people in the chat talking about Cookie's aim. He got a 3k. He got a 3k.
A bomb has been located.
Alright, so drone goes out. Hit and Miss is following that drone. Drone has been taken out, so Hit and Miss is going to have to face check everything now. There is some barbed wire and a barricade there. He's going to take out the barbed wire. Nice and easy, not contested. The Gemini is going to come out and bait Woken Icy. Is that the real Iana? No, it's not. And there's no one following either. Now, typically what you want here is for the Iana to either gain intel in place of a drone or to be used to bait a player's gunfire while a second player follows the Gemini in to get the kill. Hit and Miss has opened up a hole in the doorway here and is waiting as Jackal gets that ping onto Jaeger, I think it is, who's going to back out and head all the way down to the basement to make sure he's safe. And he's going to hope that he doesn't get followed. Utility goes out, but a magnet picks it up.
Attackers have located a bomb.
So Gemini is going to go down and chase that player. I Hit and Miss is going to engage Clash, expecting to find a player behind. Liquid is there on Liquid window, as you'd expect. That's why it's called Liquid window, because Liquid just plays there. That's what he does. Oh! And Joshi comes and gets the headshot with the MP7 onto I Hit and Miss. I Hit and Miss. He did miss a lot in that one, to be fair. Yeah. So, now we're going to have Iana and Nomad pushing the Clash. But the stun grenade is going to go out and blind their own teammates as Swindo backs out. Notice gets the kill onto Woken Icy. As Notice takes control of Aviator, which is actually the site. So they've got site control, they just need to do something with it. Swindo very low on health, but Joshi with a double kill takes down Notice with the MP7. Air jab takes down another player. Jay gets booted. That's the 4K for Joshi. Are we going to get an ace? Can he do it? Cookie is all on his own. Will he be able to stay alive long enough for Joshi to come and get the kill? He does stay alive long enough, but Joshi doesn't get the kill. He's going to have to settle for the 4K at the end of round 3. And that puts Abrupt up to 2-1. Dining room and kitchen has become unlocked. Instead of going back to trophy and statue, which is already unlocked, they are going to head back to dining room and kitchen. Now let's see if Apollo read into this. Again, vertical destruction is somewhat lacking from Apollo. Is this the first time we're seeing Hibana come out? I think this is the first time we're seeing Hard Breach. Olsey's going to get pizza. He'll be right back. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you, Olsey, for the update. Olsey updates, everyone. Olsey updates. Reminds me of a segment I was talking to Cobra about doing called Toot News.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs.
It's not a thing yet, but one day maybe Toot News will be a thing. Right, dining room and kitchen. Now let's take another look at the stats because we didn't really focus on it. Dining room and kitchen, 75% attacking favoured, 25% defending favoured. So the fact that Abrupt Gaming won this on defence the first time they came here was quite something. And I think, like I say, it was a lot to do with the fact that they went here first and Apollo just weren't expecting it. I'm not sure they're expecting it this time either, to be fair. Hey, Gracie Ferrier, thank you for joining the chat.
10 seconds to go.
So let's see if Abrupt can pull off the improbable and get 2 back-to-back wins on Dining Room and Kitchen as a defending team. Now we do have the boys from Apollo. Oh, it's so slow to move over. 2 of the boys from Apollo spawning over on Ruins. The rest of them spawning over here on Main Road, and Fountain Cookie is going to make his way up. If he's quick here, he could get a cheeky kill onto Joshi. Joshi opens the window. Cookie's right there. He pre-fires the window, doesn't get the kill as Joshi backs out. Curse is in Astro, and now Cookie knows exactly where one player at least is up here. Now we're going to see the same plays coming out here as we have seen on pretty much every round so far. Is Jay going to be droning out the top floor to find where the enemy is, as I hit and miss follows that drone in to try and get some kills. He knows there's a player there. Oh, what a headshot from I hit and miss. He just peeks around.
Scanning.
And Curse was just there, lined up. So Joshi with a double kill, putting in absolute work right now for Abrupt Gaming. Jay got booted and hit and miss, are the only ones left. I hit and miss. Gets the kill onto Joshi. His reign of terror is over as Jay gets booted. Peeks down, Astro stairs. Going to take out default cam. Probably put an air jab on this staircase here just to make sure they don't get flanked. And hit and miss. Going to open up the wall downstairs, looking towards site to see if there's any picks. It's now 2v3. And Apollo are starting to address the balance. Or readdress the balance, I should say. Swindo playing downstairs in piano, just watching and waiting. He hears a drone, but it goes the other way. They don't know that he's there. The Wolves takes out a drone, and Woken Icy is playing on site right behind the Wolves, backing him up, watching the kitchen doorway. Swindo holding in piano, just waiting and biding his time. I'm pretty confident that Apollo do not know that he's there. And this could be an easy pick if they decide to come down red stairs. However, they are focusing their attention right now onto the hatch down into laundry. Diffuser's outside. I hit and miss is going to go and grab it and get ready to make a push. They are going to drop downstairs and go in through the doorway rather than the hatch. Oh no, they're going to open up and maybe head through Memorial, or at least try and bait. Hit and miss goes in, gets killed straight away by the Wolves, leaving Jay all on his own. The support player has to get 3 kills here if he wants to win, and he's got 37 seconds to do it. A premature C4 goes out, does no damage. 2 players in this room. He's got to find the right one to shoot first. Doesn't know where to go. Does he go left? Does he go right? It doesn't really matter. Woken Icy with the ump. Gets that kill. And Abrupt pull off pretty much the impossible, like I say. It's 25% attacking favoured that site. And they've just won it 100% of the times that they've played it, which is twice. Great work from Abrupt. And it is really making them look strong right now on this map. Cobra, you might actually be right, my guy. Now, what is going on in the chat here? Trophy and Statuary is the next site to be played. Everyone's now talking about pizza. Pepperoni and cheese pizza. I think we're having pizza tonight as well, funnily enough, guys. The Toot household will be having pizza as well. So clearly, pizza is just the choice of casters on a Friday night. Skyfaller, that's a clip, yeah. Toot would say that is the best choice. It is the best choice, but you need some chili peppers on there as well, obviously, just to be clear.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused.
Cobra Rosen says, Cookie must have some really good teammates for ranked. Ooh, Cobra. Cobra. Speaking of which, 2XP, I've missed my updates. I'm sorry, my guy. You've been a little bit AWOL lately, I think. I haven't seen you much, so yeah, we haven't chatted as much lately, so I haven't been giving you the updates. I'll come back with some though. It's false. Hover bottom right on the viewer and you see 3 icons, refresh for only 2. Middle one is the film clapperboard icon, which is clips. Mrs. Toot helping people out.
10 seconds to insertion.
Skyfall on my G says Cobra. Thank you, Mrs. Toot. Which Wolf's been helped out. Mrs. Toot always helping everybody out. Mrs. Toot is the biggest G, to be honest, says Cobra Rosen. That's why I married her. Why else would I marry her? Is this best of 1? It's Wolves. Yes, it is. Alright, so standard reinforcements here with 2 signal jammers denying the Wolves. Standard reinforcements and rotation hold going into Astro. What else have we got? Now, I remember back in the AGL finals when I used to watch Apollo play this map, they would always play Castle, and they would Castle Barricade, this door on Astro, and this door right here on Master. And I'm very pleased that they've actually changed that. I don't think I actually saw them win a round using that strat. So I'm pleased to see that they've now changed it up and they're doing something different. Wait a minute. I'm forgetting here that Apollo aren't defending. It's actually Abrupt. But we're not going to see Apollo do it anyway because Castle is banned. Alright, Josh. Cookie gets the kill onto Joshi. I was just about to give Joshi a call, but he gets killed. Just as I'm about to say it. Playing downstairs where he thinks no one is ever going to go, but Cookie was down there and gets the kill. Notice he's going to be playing on one team. pushing into Laundry. Liquid gets the kill onto the Wolves, leaving us now in a 5v3. There is one attacker coming up from Pantry. C4 is going to go out, but it's not going to find a target. Woken Icy is there. He knows Monty's there. He knows I hit and miss is coming for him. Cookie, though, gets the kill onto Woken Icy from nowhere. So hit and miss was there, and I didn't even realize Cookie was about as well. So Cookie just coming in and cleaning up right now. You can talk all the talk you want to talk about in the chat, but he has got some kills. Swindo, though, gets the refrag and takes him down, making it a 4v2 now in favor of Apollo. Curse is upstairs in Astro, just waiting for players to push. Swindo is in the bedroom,
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
watching for the other side. We've got one player from Apollo downstairs, as we can see, getting ready to come up the Astro stairs, I would say. It looks like it's probably Ash. Yep, just holding an angle through the floor. Starts to make the push. Cam's going to give the information to Curse, letting him know that he's coming up. Oh, and Curse actually gets that kill. Monty can't stop it. Oh no, he's just getting bullied by Monty and Havana, but Jay gets booted, gets taken down. Sorry, Jay gets booted. Oh, Jay got booted, gets the kill just as one player from Apollo gets downed while Monty's still there. Jay got booted, comes in, cleans up, takes the round, puts it on the board for Apollo, making it 2-3. As we go into the last round of the first half, an Aviator in games is exactly where the boys from Abrupt are going to go to. Oh, there's a lot of excitement there. It was too fast for me. Who's doing donuts? No one right now. It was Curse, but he is not at the moment. No, Skyfaller, don't mention donuts. No, Skyfaller, don't. Hey, welcome back, Ozzy. We'll need to sort that out then too, XB. Welcome back, Ozzy. Bit of a tomato sauce on your face. My pizza is a bit burnt. No one wants burnt pizza. No one wants burnt
Attackers
pizza.
need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Alright, so Aviator in games. The last time that Abrupt get to defend in this matchup, let's see what they're going to pull out. And this is an interesting strat that I haven't seen before. Putting a shield right here by this little half wall. I like this. This is nice. So standard reinforcements going out. Probably going to be bandit batteried. Now that stops anyone from coming up these stairs and shooting out the bandit batteries that are going to be placed here. I like this. And of course you don't have to just use it to protect the bandit batteries. You could, if you wanted to, just use this as a portable mirror window. Just sit behind it and just keep popping up, shooting whoever comes from Pig. This is called Pig apparently because there's a pig here, but I don't see it. No, this is Pig. Where's Pig? Is this Pig? Where's Pig, people? Oh, there's the Pig. Okay, it's Pig and Wolf, so I don't know why people call it Pig if there's a Wolf as well. Alright, so I really do like this play here from Abrupt. That's a nice little strategy, and I'm looking forward to seeing how well that pays off. Swindo still spinning around like a record baby at the top of the main stairs. If we will spectate him, it'll make us all very dizzy, but it's good to see that it looks like he's definitely not using a mouse. I don't think you could do that with a mouse. Swindo, if there's anything we'll ever remember Swindo for, is for his classic shield spins. Now, Curse is going to be playing at the top of red stairs, as again we see the tried and tested technique coming out here from Apollo as they drone the top floor as a player follows that drone. They haven't followed it quite as closely as they could have done. Jay is a little bit back.
Setting up my replica.
Loading near mag.
Curse just flicking all about the place. As noticed is on his Gemini and is going to run downstairs to see if there's anyone there. Now, it sounded like we heard someone to the right, and I don't know if that was upstairs or downstairs. Gemini is about to die, so the call is going to go out on the default cam that it was just a Gemini and nothing to worry about at this point in time. Swindo still playing on 90 now. Sophia's stun goes out but doesn't do anything because it's just too far away. Sophia comes round, for some reason opens fire onto a shield that is impenetrable. Now we've got two players stacked up. The air jab is going to go down, which will stop Clash in our tracks, but there is an ADS there that is going to deny that air jab. Sophia's stun is going to go out, but it's not going to do anything to Swindo. Swindo playing a very good Clash here. He does get knocked back by the air jab, but with a shield on his back, he can just crouch walk into sight, and he's perfectly safe. And he's just going to keep baiting out these players. Now, Jay got booted, very low in health. Oh, there's the team kill. That's not what anyone wants to see. Joshi takes down Swindo. That is an important bit of utility out of the game now. Jay gets booted, peeking as the Gemini pushes through. He sees Wamai in the vault. They know exactly where Wamai is. As a gas grenade goes down, that is going to slow the push into sight. Liquid is already in. Liquid gets the kill onto Woken Ice. He's got hit and miss, gets a kill of his own onto Kirsty Wolves. Throws out another gas grenade to deny the push. Liqua gets the kill onto Joshi as Wolves peeks the breach, or the rotate at least, in the side of the wall right next to the bar. Doesn't get the kill, hit and miss. Does get the kill though. He doesn't miss, he hits. He gets the last kill to put the round on the board for Apollo, taking it to 3-3 at the end of the first half. Sides are going to switch. Apollo will now go defense. However, for some reason, everyone is quitting out. So let's return to the menu and see what's going on. Alright, just waiting for some information back from the teams. While I wait, I will set up another server, as I'm assuming it's a rehost that's been called. No one got booted out. As they all left at the same time, I'm assuming there was some kind of coordination between the two teams. So let me just restart the server and start getting the teams back in. So invite players. Players are always showing us offline, which means I've got to go for ages to try and find them. There's one. And there is two. Right, let's send them the invite. Now, guys, if you could just talk amongst yourselves for a little bit while I set up the game, that'd be very much appreciated. While we are setting it up, let me just remind you of the community poll. Bear in mind that we are currently at a 3v3. Sorry, not a 3v3, but a 3-3 scoreline. So Villa, Bandops, Thermite, Blackbeard, Castle and Mirror. Not Pulse, Castle and Mirror. That's the bands. Now let's get the round history in there. So we had a orange win on Dining Room and Kitchen. We had a blue win on Trophy and Statuary. We had an orange win on Aviator and Games. We had an orange win on Dining Room and Kitchen. We had a blue win on Trophy and Statuary. And we had a blue win on Aviator and Games. So let me just run through that, just make sure I've got it all right. I know it's boring for you guys to hear it, but if I say it at least and I get it wrong, one of you might tip me off. So Blackbeard, Thermite, Castle, Mirror, orange on Kitchen, blue on Statue, orange on Games, orange on Kitchen, blue on Statue, blue on Games. Okay, good. It's all set up. We are ready to go. We've got the right map. We've got the right bands. We've got the right rounds. We are good to go. That was a rehost from a team. I don't know who it was. Okay, let's have a look in the chat. Cobra Rosen needs to stop spamming. It is messing up his aim. Who? Hit and miss. Yeah. Top tips from Godzak and Bad. And click B and play really low sense. The TK may have lost them that. That was an unfortunate team kill. Alright, so that was a rehost called by Abrupt. So we had a sound bug on one of the players, hence the rehost being used. So that's one, well, that's Abrupt Gaming's only rehost spent. Apollo still have one in their pocket that they can use if they absolutely need to. Now I don't know if I I'm not 100% convinced that I checked the scoreboard in between the rounds there, which means we couldn't see the results of the kills. So if we want stats, player stats, Davin's going to have to do some adding up there when he does his stats. The TK may have lost them, that says it's Wolves. It could well have done. Bear with me for 1 second, chat. I'm just going to have a quick sip of a drink to dry the old, dry the throat. Dry the throat, moisten the throat. Right, I am back. How many people have we got in the chat? 15, so we have lost some players. Alright. Some players? Some viewers. So Abrupt are back. We're just waiting for Apollo to rejoin. Oh. Alright, so Apollo just coming back in. Turns out that somehow between me and Jay the invite got lost, so I sent another one and he's now coming back in. It's Wolves. Toot, what is your day job? Well, my day job is project manager. What that basically means is I spend my day planning stuff for delivering software into businesses. It means I have to plan people, activities, and make sure that everyone is doing what they're supposed to. And let me tell you a secret. At least 60% of the time, or 75% of the time, people aren't doing what they're supposed to. Which is why my job is so frustrating. Alright, everyone is in, everyone is ready. Let's get the game going. But, Wolves, it pays the bills. And at the end of the day, that's what's important. I'd love to have another job that I enjoyed more than what I do. But at the moment, it just isn't what it meant to be. But the thing is, when you don't enjoy your job, it means that the stuff after your job becomes a lot more enjoyable. Skyfaller, teacher were the rumours, but it wasn't that. Yeah, I'm not a teacher, Skyfaller. I had no idea where those rumours started from. I think it was you, the first person to actually mention it to me. It was either you or I think it was Clazo. It was either you or Clazo. I think it was Clazo. Now that I say it. Anyway, Trophy and Statue is going to be the first site that we are going to see Apollo go to. Swindo is going to pick Blitz, so we need to keep an eye on the roof because often he likes to go up there and just have a little spin around. I don't know why it's become a thing on my streams now to watch.
Attackers need to locate.
Swindo spinning around. It's just become a thing. I have no idea why. No idea why. Substitute teacher, says Skyfaller. No, not substitute teacher. In my downtime from my proper job, sometimes I do teach things informally. But yeah, I'm not a proper teacher by any means. Not qualified to teach at all. They say that those that can do, and those who can't teach, or something like that.
10 seconds to insertion.
I can't, and I don't teach. But yeah. Alright, so we've got a Trophy and Statuary defense, but we've got a huge extension going all the way over into Aviator and Games. Very interesting. Very interesting. Looks like they're going to try and really hold back the attackers here. So Swindo with his blitz is coming along, probably going to rappel up to the roof. Here, Josh C is going to start rappelling up to balcony, as Swindo is going to make his way in through the front door, being droned in by Woken Icy, it looks like, as Joshy comes up and starts opening the barricaded door from the balcony. Swindo, so it's not the same when you're doing it down on the ground floor, Sween. It's not the same. It's not the same. Oh, I always appreciate the fact that Swindo's got time to waste with this kind of shenanigans. Cookie is going to be holding red stairs as Joshy gets the kill onto hit and miss. So maybe that bunny hopping wasn't doing hit and miss any favors here this time around. Jay gets booted, is going to be playing close to sight. Liquor playing close to sight with one player up on the roof there as we saw the outline. Cookie going to be playing on red stairs. He's going to get droned out and Blitz is going to change his tact and come round to attack. C4 goes out, but Swindo is still in Aviator and doesn't get hit at all by that C4. Jay got booted, and Cookie are going to hold a crossfire here onto Swindo. Which one is going to get the kill? Now, he knows that one player is on the stairs. I'm not sure he knows that Jay is here waiting. Even if he gets one player, he's not going to get both. But there is a second player backing him up. It looks like a female operator. Not sure who. Now the attackers know that there is a second player there. Oh, Jay gets booted with a kill onto Joshi. Swindo, though, manages to take down Cookie on those stairs. So a bit of a trade there. Jay backs out, puts down a goo mine, ready to stop Blitz, or at least slow Blitz down. Woken Icy takes down the default cam and starts to push from 90 towards the site. The Wolves coming in from Aviator. Swindo still on the stairs. And Curse coming around from 90. So complete south side building control now for Abrupt. And they're going to want to start pushing Apollo very hard. And it looks like we might well see a trophy take here. Let's see where Diffuser is. Diffuser is currently over here on the landing. So it actually might be a bedroom take, which is the most common, I guess. Drone comes out, finds where Jay is, but he's going to keep moving around. Liquor holding in the bedroom, watching into the connector. Opening fire onto Blitz's feet, but not doing enough damage. Noticed is going to be holding in the bedroom. A crossover into Trophy to join Jay, who gets the kill onto Woken Icy, making it a 3v3. That's the double kill now for Jay. Don't want to jinx it, but Jay for ace. There's two more players there that he can get. The air jab goes down. That's going to deny the rotations here. Oh, Jay pre-fires on the Blitz. Doesn't manage to get the kill. He does get Swindo eventually, though, just as he goes down and gets refragged. The Wolf starts to plant, but he gets taken down by Noticed.
Operators, you have run out of time.
And as the announcer says, operators, you have run out of time, which means you lose and the defending team win, which is a win on the board for Apollo, making it 4-3 after the first round in the first half. Now, for those that are looking at the scoreboard and thinking, wait a minute, we're 4-3 up here, but there's hardly any kills on the board. What's been going on? It's because we've just had a rehost. Aviator in Games is going to be the next site played by Apollo. Now on the defensive side, let's see what they're going to pull out. What's going on in the chat here? Nice job. Yeah. What do you think I should teach, says Mrs. Toot. Full-time streamer eventually. Well, yeah, maybe. You should teach chemistry because he's smart. I am not smart. Certainly not chemistry smart. Like Walter White. Yeah, like Big G Walter. I am the one who knocks. I don't think you need to get me a lab coat for Christmas, Mrs. Toot. I appreciate the thought, but it's fine. Alright, so Aviator in Games. Let's see what kind of defense we're going to get set up here by Apollo. The extended hold onto Aviator in Games from the last round. It's difficult to say if it really helped much. Abrupt moved in. They killed the defenders pretty quickly. I don't think it really slowed them down, to be fair. But now the setup is here because, well, this is the site they're defending. Curse going to leave his little drone down there. Liqua going to be running around upstairs. Liqua just loves this window. Whenever I see Liqua on this map, he's by this window. Very rarely anywhere else. He just sits here. Whether it's outside or inside, he's just there. Now he's getting ready for someone to hop in through the bathroom downstairs and opening up these holes so he can get a peek. Now, Joshi is actually looking like he's prepping to open that window. He's at least getting a peek onto the main door. And no, he is going to go up to Liquor window as Liquor backs out, puts a shield down, and is going to try and hold the main stairs, which is fair enough. Liquor is going to be holding Study here. Now, this is slightly opposite to a play that I like to do, where I'll actually sit on the hatch in Study. I'll reinforce the hatch, sit on it with a shield in front of me. And a lot of teams actually don't know how to combat it. At this level of play, I'd expect it to be destroyed fairly quickly. But when you're in ranked, you'd be surprised how often you get away with it, especially if you've got someone at the top of red stairs, where Liquor is right now, just holding a crossfire. Holding 90 and the crossfire onto the main stairs. Now, Joshi is upstairs on the balcony. He's going to drop down and head towards the main door. Curse got a drone onto Jaeger. Not giving the pings, but is giving the calls, letting his teammates know that Jaeger is just standing there, peeking mud and peeking the hallway and just switching between, which means we're likely to see Joshi come through. Now, I don't want to see Joshi scan these footprints because that's going to give away the fact that hit and miss position is known. So now that he's done that, all it's done is attract attention. And I've got to be honest, I think that was... Oh, quickly Jay and Cookie get 2 kills of their own, leaving Swindo and Curse all on their own in a 2v5. Swindo spins around like he does that 360. Flicks away from the top of the stairs. Just pre-fires the top of main. Fires some bullets downrange it to Jaeger, but doesn't manage to get the kill. C4 goes out from below, does him a whole load of damage, but doesn't get the kill. That leaves Curse all on his own. Hit and miss though, gets the kill. And that was very quickly cleaned up. Now, that's a round on the board for Apollo, so Apollo take the win. I'm going to say this, and I could be wrong, but I'm going to say it, because why not? I think that partly went wrong there when Jackal scanned the footprints. The information should have been known that Jaeger was in the living room, just standing there, just pre-peeking 2 angles, with his back to where Jackal was going to push in. Jaeger didn't know that they knew where he was. By scanning the footprints, all that did was make Jaeger aware that he's been detected, they know where he is, he knows where he's been, and that it's likely to have been scanned from behind him, so he turns around, pre-peeks the doorway, gets the kill onto Jackal. If he hadn't have done that ping, I want to think that that would have turned out differently. I want to think that it would have gone slightly more abrupt way if they hadn't have pinged those footprints.
Attackers have located the bomb.
But, you know, I'm not a pro strategist, I'm not in their minds, I don't know, I could be wrong. But from an observer's perspective, to me, that's just how it feels. And I think that's where the round started to really fall apart for Abrupt. So, we are going to get the boys from Apollo head downstairs to the first floor. Thank you whoever's just followed me on my channel. I don't know who it is, but thank you. Dining room and kitchen. Now let's remind ourselves of some important stats here because this is important. Kitchen and dining, 75% attacker favoured, 25% defender favoured. Abrupt flipped that on its head completely when they went to dining and kitchen twice in their defending half and won it both times, making, for this game at least, this site being 100% defender favoured. So for this game, it does mean that technically Apollo should win, but if you look at the rest of Third Eye Gaming stats, it means that they've actually only got a 25% chance of winning it. So let's see how it plays out. Liquid is going to be playing on Wamai upstairs, just holding, waiting to get a kill. Swindo going to be playing on Blitz, running around outside. We can just hear him there. As the boys from Abrupt head upstairs. Now, Joshi gets a nice easy kill on hit and miss there. He finds Jaeger in the kitchen. I say he, the Wolves finds Jaeger in the kitchen as he drones him out. Liquid still upstairs waiting for that vertical pressure. Now, Abrupt here have bought very little vertical destruction. Only really Hibana and Ash can do vertical destruction. But it looks like they're not actually right about it. It looks like they're just planning a pantry take here. So Cookie gets the kill onto Joshi. Noticed is refragged by Kurtz, who's playing on Hibana outside in the hallway here. Swindo is just starting to take control of site. Cookie peeking mudroom. No one's there. Default cam giving information. Information will be there's no one there. Jay get booted. Jay got booted. Is in Memorial, just starting to move into dining. We can see here that the attackers have pretty much got control of kitchen. Swindo gets the kill on Cookie, leaving Jay and Liqua in a 2v4 now. Liqua. Oh, Jay got booted. Gets the kill onto the Wolves. Flicking his gun all over the place, but Hibana standing there is just quicker. Takes him down. Swindo gets another one onto Liqua. And that's a round on the board for Abrupt. Making it 5-4. And it's going backwards and forwards. Apart from... So far, just to give you some extra stats, we saw each team get 1 win on the board in the first 2 rounds. Then we saw 2 wins from Abrupt. Then we saw 2 wins from Apollo. I was going to say then we saw 2 wins from Apollo, which means actually 4 wins in a row. So Apollo, after a 4-win streak, they have been ended. Well, they haven't been ended, but the streak has been ended by Abrupt as they take that win on Dining Room and Kitchen. And we are going to see Apollo head up to Trophy and Stat Tree, which has just become unlocked for them. Now, they've played here once, they've won it once. We saw Abrupt play here twice on their defensive half, and they won it. They lost it both times. So far on this map, we've seen Trophy and Stat Tree played 3 times, and all 3 times it's been won by Apollo. Let's see if Abrupt have learned enough now to be able to turn that around and get a win on the board for themselves. Cobra, behave yourself in the chat.
10 seconds remaining.
All right. I think I probably sounded very stern when I said that then to Cobra. I didn't mean it in a stern way at all, Cobra. Alright, hit and miss. Going for the quick, cheeky run out. 3 fires, nothing there. Jumps back in. And Abrupt walk away safely. Hit and miss, runs down backstairs, heading towards the basement. No one ever comes down to basement. Hit and miss is just going to be walking around down here thinking, yeah, this is good. I'll just chill down here. We're all fine. That's no big deal. Yeah. But he is going to get thrown out. But they don't know that he's heading back downstairs. Maestro in the hands of Noticed. Going to be watching 90. He'll see the little drone. He managed to take it down, so that's some important denial off the board there for Abrupt. Jay gets booted, or Jay comes around to 90, but Swindo is coming around from the other side. Jay sees him, opens fire, doesn't do any damage. We're going to need to see a player start to help Jay, but there is a player there. Jaeger is right there. He gets blinded. Oh no, the C4 from below from I Hit and Miss. What a play from Bandit. Great teamwork there from Apollo, giving the information out. Jay had Jaeger there to back him up. As Jaeger backs out, the call goes out. Hey, it's safe to chuck a C4 up there now. There's no one standing there except for Blitz. Go get it. What a play from Apollo. Curse gets the kill onto I Hit and Miss. Rounding up the man count here. Oh! Ash comes through. Cookie is there, ready to get the kill. Taking it now to a 4v3 in favor of Apollo. Cookie holding those red stairs. As Woken I see drones 90. The Wolf starts to push into Study, and Curse is pushing in to Aviator from the other side from the vault. Now, of course, this isn't where the site is. They've still got to get over to the other side. Do they know where all the defenders are? They probably know where Jay is. Liqua is holding a master bedroom where he held before. The drone will have seen him just there. Cookie playing downstairs, and I don't think that Abrupt are aware of this particular play. Woken Icy gets taken down swiftly after the Wolves gets taken down by Jay. That's the double kill for Jay, leaving Curse all on his lonesome, playing downstairs with plenty of pre-fires going off upstairs, but no targets to hit. Can Curse pull a rabbit out of the hat and get 4 kills here? Not as he walks over that Legion mine. Straight away, he quickly gets fragged by Noticed, who comes off his cam just in time. And Hibana just walks into some bullets. And that's match point now for Apollo, as they go to 6-4. We are going to see Aviator in games get played now. It's just become unlocked for Apollo, so they are going to head over there, this potentially being the last defensive round they'll have to play. If they don't win this one, well, they've at least guaranteed themselves 1 point on the board. So the pressure now is all on Abrupt. Fingers on lips, Cobra. Jay, he sounded just like a teacher, didn't he? No. No talking during class, it's Wolves. It is a class. It is a class. That's for sure. Apollo just gave us a class on teamwork on that blitz kill, that's for sure.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Alright, so potentially the last defensive round for Apollo. We are going to see Mozzie, Goyo, Wamai, Jaeger, and Legion. Standard rotation hold between the sites. Standard reinforcement going up here on Vault. Standard reinforcements here. We've got no wall denial other than impact tricking, which could be one of the reasons why Jay likes to play Legion a lot. Jay does often play Legion. It's one of his most played defenders, I've noticed. Not just in this game, but in most games.
5 seconds left. Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
So Liqua is going to move over into... Cookie, rather, is going to move over into Statuary as Liqua is going to hold 90 with some magnets there. Hit and miss. Just holding the tight angle there onto the ruins, hoping to get a pick, but there's no one coming that way. He is not going to get a kill. Jay got booted playing on-site as Legion, possibly waiting to impact trick, although there's no holes above the walls, so it's probably not impact tricking. Doesn't really matter anyway, because there's no thermite. It's no big deal. Cookie holding in the bedroom. As Swindo on Monty. Oh no, Curse gets the kill onto hit and miss, taking us to 4v5 very quickly, but Curse has taken a lot of damage. One bullet is going to be the death of Curse. Joshi holding Astro window. Swindo just waiting to get the call to jump into bathroom, which looks like it's coming now. The Wolves droning out as well as Swindo jumps in and Wolves comes in behind him. Woken Icy is going to jump in too. He looks down to check for frost mats. Even though two teammates have jumped in there successfully already, it's a good habit to have. Joshi steps into a goo mine. He's going to have to fall back and pull it out of his feet. But Cookie knows where he is, so he's going to watch and wait as the EMP goes down, giving even more intel. Cookie has been played here for the last 2 times, I think. He does get droned out now, so he's actually not going to get P-peeked there by Joshi, who just runs around looking the other way, even though a drone just saw him. So either a bad case of timing there, or just, I don't know. Bad calls or just timing. I think probably that there wasn't enough time to give the call out to Thatcher, to be fair, so I'm not really going to blame teamwork on that one. Noticed, holding behind his Goyo shield as Cookie just keeps peeking down towards main stairs and trophy connector. Liqua playing in study. Great place for Wamai to be. Jay holding Aviator. And Apollo here just taking it easy, just waiting for the attackers to make a mistake. Utility going out now to start a push through to Aviator more than likely. We've got Nomad. We've got... oh, that's an interesting colour that everything went then. Swindo goes down. We are going to see a push into Aviator coming from the top of main stairs. Curse, very low in health. Pre-fires above the shield, doesn't do any damage. Woken Icy gets Jay. Cookie refrags onto Swindo though, putting us in a 3v3 with 27 seconds left on the round. Notice playing in Vault. Wolves has Diffuser. He's pushing into sight and is going to plant in a default spot behind the doorway. Cookie gets the kill onto Woken Icy as the Diffuser is going down. Liqua not going to be able to stop it. He can shoot the Goyo shield though, but it's too late because Curse gets the kill. But he is refragged by Liqua. Notice gets the kill onto the Wolves. It's a 2v Diffuser situation. Apollo just check that their B buttons are still working because they have been using them very hard throughout this match. This is the Apollo that we all know. Head jab goes off as Noticed finishes off the Diffuser disable, takes the win, and that is a 7-4 victory for Apollo. Which means we're going to get to have a chat with Jay. Josh C on Thatcher says it's Wolves. Yeah, that's an interesting play. An interesting play. All right, GG to both teams. An interesting game to watch. GG to both teams. Oh, thank you very much for the follow, Aaron R. Very much appreciated. Very much appreciated. Always good to see the new follows. Now, bear with me for a second. I just need to switch my audio. So let's remind ourselves of the community poll. Community poll said that Apollo were... Oh, hold on. There we go. Let's remind ourselves of the community poll. Community poll said Apollo were 75% favourite to win, with Abrupt 18% favourite to win. Cobra Rosen believed that 75% of people were wrong, but it turns out Cobra Rosen was indeed the one that was wrong, and it was actually Twitter. The Twitter majority that were absolutely correct. Now let me just invite Jason, and we'll get ready to do this interview with Jason. Now, no one has sent me any interview questions. I haven't seen any pop up in the chat. So there's only, well, I did get one interview question, which actually wasn't for Jason, so I won't ask Jason that question, but that's fine. Right, let's get this going. I think Jason is with me now. Let me just start this up. Right, so GG to both teams, and let's go into an interview with the match winner, which was Jason from Apollo. Jason, are you there? In case you don't know, Jason, you're on mute. Hello? Right, we'll just wait for...
I was hello. Trying to figure out how to find the mute button.
That's okay. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Yeah,
good,
how are you?
Yeah, I'm right, thank you. Long time no speak. Last time I heard you was back in April for the AGL finals, which was very interesting. So it's good to see you again after all this time. So, what was the score? 7-4 against Abrupt. Were you expecting a scoreline like that? Were you expecting it to be a little bit closer, or were you expecting it to be a bit more of a decisive win for your team?
Well, after we'd done the map bans, I realised we were going to Villa. We quickly went through your channel looking for any VODs, and saw they beat Venga Boys 7-5. So we we were actually expecting a lot. Not, I wouldn't say close game because it was quite close, but definitely it could have went either way in my opinion. Like 6-6, I was expecting at the very least.
Oh, okay. All right. So you actually did a lot better than you expected.
Yeah.
Ah, fair enough. Okay. Something I talked about before the stream, you may or may not want to talk about it, but pointed out that obviously Kix is not there on the roster for the game tonight. He has moved to Abrupt. So Apollo's going through a bit of a change. What does this mean for the team going forwards now? Because we've had quite a few roster changes. I think since the last time, or the first time I saw you guys play, we've only got 2 of the original squad, which is you and Liqua. So how's the new roster working for you?
Obviously, as roster changes happen, things change and different ops are played and outcomes just are completely different to what they are before. And obviously, you change the roster to improve your lineup or based on who's more active and who's just got the better gun skill. So that's what it really is, bro. Like,
yeah, fair enough. Yeah, gun skill can come into it a lot. Noticed is a bit of a gunner and hit and miss as well. I mean, I didn't get to talk to you after you guys played Synapse because it was a draw, but hit and miss. I think Notice as well, if I remember rightly, went off in that game, and they are very strong gunners, that's for sure. So yes, it looks like there are a couple of really good picks.
Yeah.
Sorry, were you gonna? Sorry, you carry on.
I was just like, obviously, since the AGL final, we've replaced Rabbit with Notice, which is a massive improvement, and then Marcus with hit and miss. And in my opinion, hit and miss is a lot more consistent than Marcus, but you know, they're both great players.
Yeah, definitely. Poor old Rabbit. I remember Rabbit. Yeah. Right, so I think that's your last game before playoffs, right? And you guys are top of the group, is that right?
Yep. We're top.
So who are you looking forward to facing the most in the playoffs?
Well, obviously, I want my revenge on Davin. Venga Boys is going to be an amazing game when we play him, bro. But I feel like there's like maybe FMA or GM could surprise if they make it through. Could be a good game between them.
I have seen GM play. I've seen them play once, and I was really surprised at their play style. To be honest, they're very aggressive from what I saw, and they look like a very strong team. I really wasn't expecting them to be as good as they were. Venga Boys, obviously, yes, we know are a strong team, and now they've got Davin there, like you say. I think obviously everyone wants to see, at least everyone that was around for season 1 wants to see a rematch between Davin and Jason to see what comes up. With both of you having different lineups, and obviously Davin's now got Valley on his team again, so it's good to see them back together as well. All right. Before we close off, is there anything that you wanted to say to the stream?
Yeah, just a massive shout out to Abrupt, bro. Probably one of the best teams out there. Great sportsmanship, allowing us for emergency sub, and then waiting for us when our fifth unfortunately got booted off. Like, one of the great team, bro. No hostile between them.
Yeah, that was good of Abrupt to let you have that standing. Most teams wouldn't have let you at this point in the game. So yeah, fair play to Abrupt.
Exactly, bro.
Great sports on Abrupt. Got a lot of time for them. All right. Well, thank you very much, Jason. I look forward to seeing what you guys do in the playoffs. Hopefully, we do get to see that Apollo versus Venga Boys match, even if it's not the final, even if just at some point in the playoffs we get to see it. That's what I'm looking forward to the most. I think that'll be the game of the playoffs for me. So hopefully, we get to see it. I'm sure you're confident that you'll get to that point at least. I know if there's one thing I remember about Apollo, it's the confidence.
Definitely. We worked it out, so Apollo will play a Venga Boys in the semi-finals, and if either team wins the losers brackets, we'll also be playing them in the final as well. So could have 2 back-to-back games.
Ooh,
very interesting.
That will be something to look out for. All right, I'm going to keep an eye on that. All right. Thank you very much for your time, Jason. Have a good evening and a good weekend, and we look forward to seeing you in the playoffs.
For sure. Thank you for casting.
No worries. Thank you for having me. See you later. Bye. All right, so that was Jay from Apollo. Great to talk to him again after so long. Bailey in the chat, thank you too. That's all right, Bailey. You had a strong team when I saw you play the one time. All right, I don't think there's really much. The real Mrs. Toot. Yeah, the problem with that was the audio was coming out of my speakers as well, so I tried to keep muting when I wasn't talking so that you wouldn't hear Jason twice or me twice. So there's a bit of a feedback loop there, unfortunately. So apologies for that. All right, everyone. That is the end of the stream. We are all done. That was Apollo versus Abrupt. Apollo took it 7-4. And we look forward to seeing them in the playoffs. Now, there is just one game left for Third Eye Gaming to play, which is Free Elo versus Synapse, which will be happening on Sunday night at 7:30. So make sure you watch that. It will be on this very channel, and I will be casting that one. So make sure that you don't miss that, because that is the very last game before we head into playoffs, I believe. Actually, there might be one more that's still to be scheduled. I think there is one more still to be scheduled, but it's not scheduled. Potentially this is the last game. In fact, it's Thursday. It's Sunday night at 7:30. Nothing's going to happen after that, so it will be the last game. So make sure you don't miss it. I'll be casting that 7:30 on this very channel. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. Thank you to Apollo and Abrupt. GGs to both teams. Thank you to Jay for the interview. Always great to have a chat with him and hear his thoughts on things. And thank you, everyone, for watching and for all the follows. And we will catch you in the next stream.